Welcome to LA Interview. My name is Joseph Armillas. This week's guest is Munch, a comedian actor. His style of stand-up has been described as an out-of-control train wreck that keeps it on the funny track while continuing to push it past the limit at every turn. It's always an unfiltered journey to the heart of what's funny when Munch hits the stage. That's Munch next on LA Interview.
What you know about California, Joe?
It's like a granola bar. Once you take away the fruits and the nuts, all you're left with is the flakes.
Yeah.
But hey, they got the best weed in the universe.
I'm trying to get some Kush.
Kush?
Yeah, you know, marijuana, weed. That stuff you people are always rapping about.
My people?
Yeah.
My people?
Yeah.
What? Boy, don't you know how hard my people have to work every goddamn day to get where they have?
Hey,
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Hookers.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Hey, lover.
Hey, boys.
Oh.
Looking for an explosion?
Actually, we were just looking for the time.
It's time to get physical.
Oh. Oh. All right.
Listen, why don't I just jump in your car and we go get you some Kush?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? All right.
Okay.
Well, hop in.
Yeah, let's go.
That wasn't that hard at all.
Gentlemen. Big Dion's here. I'm sure, we can work something out. I can make a lot of money off of you, Dim Sum.
Welcome to LA Interview, Munch.
All right, thanks for having me, Joe.
No problem. Absolutely. That was a very funny clip. That was Kush. What was the name of the movie?
So Far, So Kush.
So Far, So Kush.
Every now and then you do a stoner film because you need to realize. I've worked with a couple of friends of mine that I acted with a couple of times, and they said, "Do you want to come work on this film?" I was like, "Schedule's kind of open. Let's do it." So we had a lot of fun. Anytime on set is a good day.
That's right.
It was definitely a lot of fun making that, and we had a lot of time and improv space with it too. So
yeah, it kind of looked that way. Yeah.
That's when the best stuff comes out. If you work with comics and you give them enough leash to run, you can usually find something. Not always, but it's worth the chance to let
That's
them
right.
run.
That's right. So where did the name Munch come from? Well, that's I know. I guess you get asked that a lot. Right?
I get asked all the time. I used to work at bars in Beverly Hills, and inevitably, about once a month, a sweet little old lady would look at me and go, "That's nasty." I'm like, "There's nothing dirty about it at all." I was always munching on a bag of chips when I was in college.
Oh, okay. I get it.
I was puffy. I was a little bit bigger than I am now. I had quit playing sports, but I was still eating like I was training all the time. So I puffed up to about 205, 206, and it was just a little fluffy.
Okay.
So it kind of fit.
Okay.
Now everybody's like, "Oh, it's dirty." I'm like, no, not at all. And then it morphed into something like if you're working at a nightclub and some girl says that, it's like, because I munch on your girlfriend, I munch on your drugs, I munch on your food. You know, you throw out something funny because they've already got you. I didn't give myself the nickname. I got assigned it.
Okay, well, that's cool.
That's what happens when you live in the South. You hear of guys named Bubba and like Shepherd or just weird stuff. Smokey. There's always something crazy and there's a story behind it. But I wish there was a better story to that. But that's
cool. That answers the question.
So it's not a great mystery. My real name's James. I mean, I have a normal name. My parents are still together. I went to college and graduated.
That's
There's
awesome.
no reason to be crazy like this, but I live in LA, so it's driven me to this.
Munch it is.
It is.
So you consider yourself an actor, comedian, or a comedic actor, or comedian actor? How do you see yourself, or how would you?
First and foremost, definitely a stand-up comic.
Stand-up comic.
That is a law. No, there is no law basically when you're on stage. If people laugh, it's great. If not, maybe you work on it a little harder. But there's no dress code. There's no one telling you what to do. And at the end of the day, no one to blame or take any of the glory but you. So it's definitely a single person event.
So how did you get into stand-up comedy? How did that?
Well, everybody who doesn't like to laugh.
Oh, of course.
You know, and I like attention. I've always been that guy. Like, if there's a chance to throw out a smart-ass comment when I was in class, I'll let everybody else have a chance. You know, you wait and then you throw the dart out and it hits. And that's kind of fun. That's how you get started. Next thing you know, you're telling silly stories at a bar. Which I bartended for most of my adult life. I put in my time in the service industry.
You probably picked up a lot of that humor working in a bar, right?
Yeah, well, my dad's a pretty good smart ass too. So I think we might be from a long line. I don't know if it's in our blood, but my dad's a pretty good smart ass. And I've always loved comedy. We used to go on road trips. Every summer we would go from Atlanta to the coast of North Carolina to see our grandparents.
That's where you're from, right?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's about an 8-hour trip, minus or plus, the stop at south of the border, or a bathroom break here and there. And my brother and I could never agree on what kind of music to listen to. And the only thing we could agree on, exactly, typical. He's 3 years older than I am, almost. So that's, we fought about stuff. So the only thing we could agree on was he used to have these comedy tapes from a guy named Jerry Clower.
Jerry Clower.
He is an old school comedian from the South, like from Macomb, Mississippi.
Oh,
He's
wow.
100% clean. He used to be a Baptist preacher, or probably still was till the day he died. He would just tell stories about coon hunting and like his Uncle Marcel and Clovis and Eugene, just all the crazy stereotypical stuff
Southern
that you want to
humor.
hear about the South, but it was amazingly funny.
Right.
And so that's just always been ingrained in me. And who doesn't like to laugh?
Sure.
So eventually, sometimes, if you can make someone laugh, it's kind of an involuntary reflex.
Right.
And it's boom, and it's no harm, no foul. Everyone wins.
Absolutely. I love comedy, and the Comedy Channel is one of my favorites.
Right. You gotta go to club comedy.
Club comedy.
Comedy
well,
Channel is okay. For those of you that are lazy and want to watch it on YouTube, that's fine. But go to a club to see the real comedy. I had to do that. I'm sorry.
That's true. No, you're right. You're right. Support the arts. That's right.
Absolutely.
So, being from Atlanta, Georgia, what influences, what kind of cultural and local lore gave you part of your material, or I don't know if I phrased the question right.
No, I got you. Basically, I loved growing up in Atlanta because Atlanta, like, I moved out here and people are always like, "What do you think about the big city?" I grew up in Atlanta. I mean,
Atlanta's
it's not.
Atlanta's
we
a
have
big city.
shoes. We don't ride horses. I mean, it's a real town. It's a huge cultural mix. It's a really big hub of industry in the South.
Right.
So you've been exposed to every kind of culture you can imagine. It's a big city like LA. If you're looking for trouble, you can find it.
Right.
If you're not looking for that, and you're looking for culture and other things, you can find that too. It just depends on what you're looking for.
No, it's definitely a big urban center.
But it also still has that small town charm to where you can get 10 minutes outside of the middle of the city, and you can get into things that are more laid back and more real, and not worried about how much money somebody makes or what industry they're in.
Right.
Like, do you want to have a beer on the porch and talk or not? Is what it turns into. It's
Yeah.
just kind of a laid back vibe.
Yeah, it's not New York City or Upper East Coast.
Oh no, but definitely you can find that element of the people that are all go 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 go. But there's also it's a big cultural mix of pretty much everything you can imagine. It's a very international town, and a lot of people don't really understand that.
Right. I understand. So you've been in LA for
10 years.
10
now,
years.
A full decade.
Right.
I hit the ground on D-Day, oddly enough. June 6th, I was on a road trip.
So I'm going D-Day.
No.
Wait a minute, how old are you?
Not the original one. It's not. I didn't even plan it or anything. But my brother and I were on this great road trip from Atlanta. We took my old Camaro convertible. We put the top down, and we did the Chevy Chase road trip. We took 8 days to come out, and that's just. We started day one. We just drove.
See America.
Yeah, we went to Huntsville, Alabama, and spent the night. And we went to Space Camp the next day. Did
That's
Space
cool.
Camp, hit. Then we did.
Did you actually attend?
No, we went to all this. We didn't go. It takes too long. And it's expensive. I'm on a budget moving to LA.
No, okay, I don't know.
No, so we jump out of the car. We do all the events at Space Camp, like the simulators and all. You get to see all the cool planes. There's a couple of rides. Then we stopped off and went to Graceland. Because who's going to be in Memphis on the way on a trip and not stop in Graceland?
Yeah, sure.
I'm from the South. We love Elvis.
You got to have it.
We stopped and we went and saw Mud Island. The Memphis Belle, the original Memphis Belle, was still on Mud Island then.
Wow.
Before it had been taken to Ohio, I believe, to be restored. So we did that. We went to Carlsbad Caverns. We camped out in the desert in Texas one night. Grand Canyon.
Oh man!
I did the Petrified Forest. We did
I want to
everything.
take that trip now.
We took 8
I like
days,
that itinerary.
and I just randomly rolled into Los Angeles, and I hit her on the 6th of June. I was like, well, that'll be easy to remember.
Okay. So did you come specifically to work, to act? And
I had no idea.
No
what I was
idea.
doing.
You just landed and.
Basically, my life has turned into a Billy Joel song. It's terrible. I picked up my stuff as a grown man and just moved. I'm like, I'm done here, which
cool.
is fine. But
hey, man, that's a
prodigal son stuff, I guess.
No problem.
But no, I packed up. I moved out here and got a job working at a bar because that's a good skill to have. You can do it anywhere.
That's right. Anywhere.
I did that for a couple of times, and then I met some comedians. Actually, I trained a guy at my bar that I was working with. I'm a comic. He'd been in it for a couple years.
Uh-huh.
I was like, well, I'll hang out with this guy. He's cool. And then one night, he and another friend invited me to a show they were doing in Long Beach. And next thing I know, like I was walking. It wasn't a show. We were standing next to the ladies' room in a terrible bar in Long Beach. It was an open mic, and that's how you start. Right. I was walking to the bathroom, and my buddy Mark Ellis goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's Munch. His first time." He handed me the mic.
Is that how it started? Really?
I had to pee really bad as I was going, and I got, but there I was, and I did probably a terrible Keanu Reeves impression, like some Welcome to L.A.
So there you have it,
something.
Folks. That was the beginning of Munch's career.
The beginning
right
of the end. That's what that was. But it's great because ever since then I've never had stage fright because I never had time to think about it. Now you just walk
I wouldn't
out
think
and go.
you would be a guy that would be worried about being on stage at all.
Well, what was had me that time, I was thinking about, I was like, should I go? I don't have anything prepared. I'm like, well, I'll think about it. And I was just kind of putting it off, and then
boom,
smack, here it is.
You did.
That's the way things just happen sometimes. Though.
I know the stand-up comedy world is really tough. A lot of competition, a lot of people trying to get into it. And so how do you deal with it? How do you stay on it?
Competitive is the least of what it is. It's not really shark-infested water, but
that's my perception.
Yeah. Well, it is and it's not. Like you have a group of friends, but I have a saying is never trust a comic. Because I know what kind of people they are. You know, I don't even trust me half the time.
Okay.
But the competition is bizarre, and the way I'm trying to do it, and obviously, I mean, I'm bouncing around. I'm in the clubs all the time. I tell jokes. I do some work, but I'm not obviously top of the mountain or anything. I'm working on my stand-up. I go out every night and stay sharp. Go do a bar show. Do a show that's in the middle of nowhere where the people are there to have a good time, and then do a show in town in LA somewhere where the crowds are jaded, so you get that different way of, it's a different battle every night, and the more you're seasoned and hardened to it, why would you not want a sharp knife?
Right.
For anything.
Exactly.
Every time you do a different kind of show, whether it's I'm out in, I don't know, like Van Nuys at this terrible place called the Liquid Zoo, which I love. I go there every Wednesday night when I can for a terrible bar show. Or you drive to the mountains, and I've done a show in a tent.
And you do touring too, right? You go out of town.
Well, as a comic at my level, the only way to make money doing it is to be on the road, because I don't have major film and television credits, so I can't get paid in Los Angeles. You have to get on the road.
That's how that works.
That's the level it is, and it's great because I mean it's good when you get to do these shows, and you get to be a gunslinger. You get to drive into this town in the middle of Montana or whatnot. Yeah, and I go by myself sometimes. I'll feature for people. Sometimes I headline. It depends on what I can put together to make the best show. But I just did last fall. I did a 2-week run. I went up through Montana and Idaho. I spent a couple of days in Yellowstone.
Wow,
that's great. I built all this into my trip. I didn't necessarily make any money, but I got out of LA for 2 weeks.
Right.
I got to go through the redwood forest. I got to see amazing things, and it was when you get
out
of LA.
You were doing what you love.
Oh, absolutely. I was telling jokes. When you get home, you can appreciate LA. You're not just I'm caught in the rat race. You're like,
right.
Oh, look at this. It's smog and traffic. I missed it. You know, you don't realize the things you miss
you get used
about
to
this
certain
town.
things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So your stand-up has obviously led into acting, and how did that transition come about?
It's once again an accident. Everything that I do tends to be some kind of accident. I just get kind of funneled into it. No, here we are, damage control. But acting's fun. You get to go be a character that I play a lot of bad guys.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not one of the pretty people. I get it. I mean, for a comic, I'm not bad, but for LA, I'm B team. I'm okay with that. I know I'm aware of what I look like, so I play a lot of bad guys.
Right.
Bad guys are the coolest. They get the excellent lines. They have no morals. They have a hot girlfriend, cool clothes. They kill people.
Right.
This is not who I am. You know, I'm kind of a sissy in my normal everyday life. And not too bad, but bad guys get to do the cool stuff. But
that's awesome.
Next thing you know, you meet somebody that's a comic. They're like, hey, I'm filming a webisode, or it's something terrible. It always starts off that way. And then next thing you know, oh, that was fun. Then you start doing an acting class, and you get an agent, which could be good or terrible, depends on where you are. And it can change at any moment.
Depends on the agent, too.
Yeah, well, an agent doesn't want you until they don't need anything from you but to collect your money.
That's unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the way it works. They're not any kind of development program. They want a package ready.
Yeah, they want you to be ready to go, basically.
Well, the thing about this,
in other words, you do all the work already.
If I'm a comic and I'm all that ready, I don't need him at that point. Yeah. So I mean, it finds that fine line.
It's a funny thing how that works.
And that's not a bitter statement. If you were to ask pretty much any comic, I'm locked in this this comedy purgatory where I don't have major TV and film credits, but I'm a pretty funny guy, and I'm kind of in the scene.
Yeah.
So you just kind of find a way, and eventually, if you stick it out, you make it. That's the key.
Right.
Is not.
Well, you got to
town.
stick with it. It's just like anything.
One of my favorite comics, a good friend of mine named Sarah told told me. She's like, get on the road to make some money, but if you want to be good, you stay in LA.
Stay in LA.
And because the crowds are terrible. She was one of my first friends that let me open for her on the road somewhere, because she's also from Georgia. But you meet good people along the way. I mean, you meet terrible people too in comedy. You expect that.
Like anything.
Oh yeah, but when you meet really nice comics, they're the extremes. They're either really people
so
you never want to see.
are comics sort of like actors? Because I know actors are very helpful to each other. You know, they tell each other about certain audience auditions and things like that. Is that how it works in the comedy world? Or?
Yes, it depends. Like, there's definitely
depends on the person.
People have their cliques and don't want other people in, and some people, if they find out a good audition is around, they're not going to give anybody else as their competition a leg in.
Right.
But some people really do help. The people that are secure and know they're funny and aren't worried about things.
Well, I'm talking about a situation where this friend of yours invited you to open up for her.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's a favor in a way.
Oh, absolutely, it's a favor. Plus, this person, she's also secure enough in her comedy that I'm not a threat to her.
Right.
And that's very important. I've been uninvited on road gigs before,
really?
2 shows in, because I was having a great time.
You were killing and the other guy wasn't.
And the other guy hadn't written any new jokes in about 2 years, and that's not my fault.
Right.
I mean, that's not my fault, man. Did you ever see when the Hurricanes used to beat people in the 90s? He's going, it's not my job to stop my offense.
Right.
If I'm funny and you're not, then maybe you should come up with some new plays.
With something good.
I'm not. I mean, I've lost gigs before. I'll lose them again probably, but I'm not that guy. When I'm on stage, it's time to have fun.
Well, that means that you're good. That's what that means.
Well, I'm not saying that. I've had people that are professional before been like, look, I do a joke that kind of relates to this, and I'm a little cleaner than this. Do you mind? I'm like, no, that's fine. That's laid out and it's professional, but someone else is getting upset.
Sort of like
can you turn it down to third gear? I'm like, no. Can't do it.
No, that's not new. Right, you wouldn't ask that.
But people do.
Right.
No, you never know.
The acting has led you to get a part in this really funny, wonderful movie that I've seen called Underbelly Blues. You play a federal agent, Queel.
I play the special agent.
Special Agent Queel.
And this character is out of his mind.
Oh yeah, he is.
Let's preface this whole thing. Underbelly Blues is a project that I got invited in on, and just worked my way in to an associate producer credit by getting things done, line up stuff, helping with every aspect
so that's
of
how you got into it?
Sweat labor, that's how I got in. No investment of anything but my time, my soul, blood, and tears. No money, because I don't have it.
So how did you get the part then? How did that come about?
Good comics that are friends of mine were putting this together with our creators, and they're like, do you want to come in and audition for a piece? And I was like, yeah, I'll be a dirty cop. Next thing I know, I'm just improv with somebody, and we got invited in. But Underbelly is not a typical project. We set it up based around stand-up comics, and everyone brought in their own character.
Right.
We let everyone improv it out together under
it really worked, because it's really a funny film.
And that created the film, and that's Sugar Factory Films. And Underbelly Blues has won numerous Best Picture awards, Best New Comedy.
Yeah,
the film festival circuit.
Right, won a lot of awards.
It's getting some steam behind it. We're hoping it becomes a cult classic. Well,
I think it will. Yeah.
It's funny enough that we've Tony Tarantino has been attached to it.
Right, he's
Quentin Tarantino's father,
and he's involved.
And obviously, Underbelly Blues. If you watch the movie, you can see that we're very inspired and influenced by Pulp Fiction and the character-driven stuff, and just kind of the darker side.
But it's not a copy of it. It's very original.
Absolutely. But
it's
we all love
it's a lot of fun.
But that movie, a lot of times, we worked with comics.
Yeah. Well, that's I think the reason why it's so funny.
Comics are the best to work with because we, in our nature and what we do every night is we go on stage in front of people and we have live feedback.
Right.
So we don't, cut, I want you to do that more with feeling. We go get laughs, and
do it.
It's kind of weird being a comic acting in front of cameras with no audience, because you're like, oh, that's not funny, and someone has to, try it. But what we do every night is to feel what's working and adapt it, so we don't get attached to any one idea that, like, well, this was my motivation, I can't change it. Like you'll hear from an actor.
Well, it's different coming from the head of an actor as opposed to.
Because we're used to that doesn't work. You have to change it. It's not like it's more about my journey in my mind. It's like, do people think it's funny?
Right.
Is the ultimate goal.
We're gonna play a clip from that movie right now.
I think you'll like it.
Bastard shouldn't have had handcuffed his ass to my shit. Oh man, what the fuck? That's not the LAPD. That's the DEA, man. These niggas been on my ass for like about a month. Shit, clean the fuck up back there, man. You make one fucking wrong move and you and the fucking pig is going down. Nigga, put down that fucking sandwich.
Negative K, nothing further. Just take care of me in the corner. Run the truck off.
right, gentlemen, you know the drill. Hands where I can see him and no sitting. Well, well, well. If it isn't Josie and the Pussies.
Fuck you, Quill.
Is somebody gonna get that?
Get what?
The beeping in the glove box.
I don't hear anything. You guys hear something? Beeping? What? What's it sound like?
Cut the shit, open the glove box. Now. I got you, Josie. And red-handed, if you don't mind the expression.
So you just happened to be driving by, huh, Quill?
A fat boy didn't signal when he turned. Teach him to drive.
So all of a sudden, DEA giving out fucking traffic violations, huh?
Ever since drug dealers started driving, asshole, and it's special agent. You know what else I hand out? 15 to life for murder. But since I woke up in an extremely good mood this morning, and no one's reported a hand missing, I have a little room for some negotiations. So, what do you say, Josie? What's in the case?
So you telling me I just hand you this case, and you just gonna let the hand slip just like that, huh, Quill?
It's not my hand, man.
You one dirty motherfucker, Quill.
Soon to be a very rich, dirty motherfucker to you, Josie. Now hand me the fucking case.
You better watch your fucking back. You playing with fucking fire.
I'm inflammable, Josie, and you can do nothing about it. Gentlemen, have a good day. Don't forget to vote.
Yeah. That was really funny. I love that film, and I just hope everybody goes to see it. If you're interested, go to Google and type in Underbelly Blues, and you're going to see 2 trailers for it. One is for YouTube, so YouTube trailer.
Okay.
The other one is funnyordie.com/videos.
Is it on? I didn't even know it's
yeah,
on.
it's
on that?
it's 2 different trailers, and they, believe me, this is a case where the movie is as funny as the trailer.
Yeah, we hope so.
No, because a lot of times you see a trailer and it's really funny, and you see the movie, it's like a piece of crap. But
oh, absolutely. We're all really proud of this film that we put together. We had a big screening at the Writers Guild in Beverly Hills. We had a good turnout. People really seemed to like the film, so we're all excited. Phil, our director and co-creator, he's in, I believe, Korea on a project for about 2 months. Seamus Reed, one of the other co-creators, my old roommate, is leaving for Australia, I believe, tomorrow for about a month. And then when they get back, probably mid-November to late November, it's still in the air, we're starting to cast and put together our new project.
Cool.
Without going into details on it, it's an idea.
Is it another movie?
It's definitely another movie. It's not going to be a full-length feature.
Okay,
or
short
it may,
film.
but it's definitely on the books, and we're going to start putting together. Some people from Underbelly Blues are going to bring in some other people and basically put together another funny project. We hope it's Sugar Factory Films.
If it's as funny or funnier than Underbelly Blues, I definitely want to see it too.
Well, we think we have a pretty good team. We're
yeah,
trying to
you
have
guys
a
do.
crew, and hopefully we keep moving up and up. There's been funding coming in, so the production house has started,
important.
And I've been invited in as part of the creative team. So that's always a good step to have. So eventually there's some work.
Well, good luck with that, Munch, because I mean the production values and the writing and the acting, that was really great. Once again, I'm a big fan of the film.
I'm glad to hear that, and we all had fun doing this. And I think it comes through. I really do. It's not everyone. There's no one that doesn't do a great job. And I think it's because everyone had such freedom to be their character.
Well, Munch, has been really wonderful talking to you, and I know for sure we're going to have you back on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got
it's been a lot
more
of fun.
stuff coming out. And thank you so much for coming on LA Interview, man.
You're welcome.
Take care.
All right. Bye to you guys.
You can find out more information about Munch on Facebook under Munch Comedian and on Twitter at @GoForMunch. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on LA Interview.